So, hello and welcome to season 11 of the Mundane to Magical Online Summit. My name is Louise Matson, and as always, I am truly blessed to be your host. We kicked off season 11 yesterday with a live call with me, sharing wisdom from Spirit around mastery of your own magic. And today, my beloved returning speaker, Nora WalksInSpirit, will be deepening that transmission into mastery with this extremely high vibrational conversation and also activation. Now, Nora is a much-loved returning speaker on this summit, and she's born of Algonquin Native Heritage and has been teaching and healing for over 20 years, probably more so now.
Yeah.
Nora works as a diamond light code transmitter to the multi-dimensions of crystal grid systems that she communicates through masses of infinite oneness consciousness. Nora WalksInSpirit of Infinite Mastery is empowered by infinite light masters' energies who invoke their frequencies of light knowledge around all who feel and listen to their essence when Nora speaks. Now, this essence is of holiest presence, and it awakens crystals within the mind, the heart, and of your soul. And during her master's messages, you will receive whatever it is that you're aligned to receive in this moment, but it will build and grow. So just be open, be really open today to receive exactly what you're meant to. During today's conversation, Nora will be bringing through an incredibly high vibrational activation, which I can't wait for, which will be the main focus of our call today. But as always, there will be space during the conversation to ask questions. So please feel free to ask questions, make comments, let us know where you're at in terms of mastery, in terms of how you're dealing with the energies at this time. And make comments in the Q&A or the chat section on Zoom. Unfortunately, I can't read any comments you make on the live on YouTube as I'm doing this call. But for those who joined us on Zoom, please feel free to connect in and chat. I will weave as many questions into the conversation as possible, as always. And the topic for today's conversation is mastering your reality, conscious hearts, minds, and soul bodies. Now, on a recent conversation with Nora, she shared the message that you are the captain of your own destiny, steering your own ship to mastery rather than following in the slipstream of the ship of fools. And that certainly came through during my channeled conversation with you yesterday as well. So allow that as a transmission of its own, just to sit in with you. I can't wait for what is to be shared by the Infinite Masters through Nora. So let's get started and allow yourselves to be fully open to receive this amazing transmission. It truly is a joy to reconnect with you, Nora, and an honor to welcome you back to the show.
Yeah, well, it's so much fun always working with you, Louise. And the energies that we both share is just riveting, really riveting. Even I know today's going to be very empowering. Just when you mentioned that you're on your own soul destiny ship, even saying the word ship makes me jump. It's like these beings today, they're just the word a ship. It's just they're just racy, racy. Yay, yay, we're here, here. So, it's like since that solar eclipse, like you mentioned, the change in the appearance of the sun. Um, it's what did you say? It's more brighter or whiter or
It
lighter?
it was it was much brighter and much whiter. It looked to me like a cartoon sky. You know, somebody just painted this cartoon sky, but the whiteness and the sheer brightness of the sun, it was just incredible when I was walking the dogs this morning. And I just felt it was pertinent to share that because it felt significant. It felt like a significant shift.
Yeah, and the that whole eclipse of, it's like the curtain, the curtain's closed, and just on the one side it starts opening, and the light is coming in somewhat in the morning when you're not wanting the light to come in, but it's just a crack of light coming through the curtain. And then as it was opening, the energies, the hues, the different species, the different dimensions started opening up these energetic waveforms. And plasma, plasma, plasma. It's all, in my head, I don't know. The plasma light particles, they are the spectrums of light intelligences. We have been waiting. We have been waiting for that opening. And we took that portal into the realms beyond realms and multi-dimensions of grid systems of the plasma light intelligences that you are now witnessing in the purest white light. The spectrums of the plasma frequencies are the light intelligent consciousness that is within the electromagnetics, that is what is bathing your consciousness and is now oscillating onto all of your planetary consciousness grid systems, plant, animal, winged, finned, creeper, crawlers, and into all of the earth, waters, skies of the ethers, air that you breathe, and the fire of the sun is of his purest white light. So they are very happy that you are recognizing that in your country, in that energetic field. It's brighter. It's somehow brighter. It's brighter longer, and it's warm and peaceful. It's the fire. The element of the fire is coming in warm and peaceful. And so these star elders are reminding us of the ceremonial dance around fire. And when the sparks come up from the fire, it awakens and sparks the crystals within the body, within the mind, so that we are becoming more enlightened of the element of the fire through the sun's rays, through the plasma frequencies of electromagnetics, of sparks, of intelligences that is fueling our hearts and minds now. And that we are in this waveform of reality, that we are in oneness, the unification of the law of one, of all of the planetary realms, of all of the planets, kingdoms, and elements are in a oneness consciousness that is going to continue to bathe all hearts and minds for these next few years, 24, 25, 26. 26 is a year of 10, where many will be oscillating in the 10th dimension and will have a heightened vibrational 10 chakra system that is evolving their light bodies. So many, many new shifts of consciousness will be transitioning and transforming since this unique solar sonar eclipse. Yeah, you should know. So when the elements around us, such as the ethers and the air, start transitioning into our aura bodies, and we're breathing it into our inner axiotonal and chakra system bodies, you start really moving into this rapid order of a self-realization that kind of like you'd say, did I just say that or did I think that? You know, these telepathic uh, vibrations are no longer that of an intuitive mind. You become the reality mind.
Mm.
So we're no longer so far away from our higher solar sonar consciousness of which we once operated of in
Mm.
those immense timelines of grid systems. And so I'm really excited about every day now because you're right, it's changing. There's a vastness now because our awareness has now moved into integrations of acceptance. It's not just the awareness. And it feels to me, honestly, that the havoc, the confusion, the crazy waveforms on the planet, it's like behind us. It's like we've already walked past it. We've already closed the doors on that uh, COVID consciousness or locked in perimeters or controlling mechanisms of paranoia or conspiracies. All of those are the 3D thought forms that I'm feeling most people are done. They're just really done. It's like it's in the back schoolyard or somewhere. It's like, you can walk past your old school and go, oh yeah, I remember, falling off that, head of that tree or whatever the heck, right? But you're not emotionally entangled in that with fear or sadness or abruptness or anger that was going on in that time.
Mm.
And so it seems to me like the consciousness uh, this year, the whole year opened with we're starting a whole new game plan. We're starting a whole new reality consciousness.
Mm.
And so to have this solar sonar eclipse come in the first quarter of the year couldn't even be divinely orchestrated any better.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I know that there are a number of quite major planetary transits this year, and I remember years ago having my natal chart read, and they said, "Oh, 2024 is going to be a big year for you." And I was like, "Okay, so I've been waiting for 2024 for quite a long time." But as always, I didn't, you don't quite know what it is that you're kind of waiting, but I was excited. And certainly from my perspective energetically, there really has been this shift. And whether we're kind of consciously aware of it on a very base level, or whether we're aware of it from a higher perspective, I think it's palpable now, and you see the changes. You can feel the changes, and I'm excited because you said it's 24, 25, 26, and then we're in this integration phase rather than kind of the awareness. It's kind of coming in and sort of building blocks, creating new building blocks within ourselves. Um,
It's been 20 years of transmuting and
yeah.
violet flaming and all these other things. It's like we're ready to step into this new embodiment of this crystal plasma light consciousness, and that it is a reality that you didn't just think that thought form.
Mm.
You were given a telepathic word of knowledge, and as you start integrating that ability in stillness more often, then what follows is the manifestation abilities. And
Mm.
it's there's just no bow to doubt it. It's going to happen because as you think it, so it is. Uh, and you're already telepathically moving into these thought forms and building these quantum fields around you from your thought forms that you are going to be in 25 without any, or even in this year for a lot of people are so evolving, will be manifesting, not just what they saw or felt becomes manifested. It's going to be tangible things.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I can feel that because as well on my journey, I came in knowing and having that opening to the awareness of who we all truly are and shut that down just to get by. But I've worked through the clearing of the higher levels down. And this year, even though a spirit was calling since 2018 for me to fully detox my body, I've just started this year and just, I'm on this detox of heavy metals and everything to clear out my field in preparation to get ready for the kind of the crystalline grid to kind of fully come to the fore in a physical sense without all of the gunk in the way, as it were. So,
Yeah, well, the other aspect of that is that we are building these matrix fields of this plasma energy, and these higher, I guess you want to say, unknown, unseen energies that we are aware, oh, this is a Lemurian frequency, this is an Andromeda frequency. There's many people that are moving into this, transitional state, and hybrids and transcend. I can't even say the word, but it's just they're transitioning and shape shifting. And they know this is their timeline, that is the Syrian master or, Lemurian. And for me, it's just shows me, because I'm standing on a platform looking down at the planetary consciousness, at the earth itself, because I'm working from the multidimensional grid systems, that I see that, yeah, these are strands. These are like strands of energies, of intelligent timelines. These are soul regenerating frequencies of consciousness that they will begin. Originally, they will begin acknowledging their footprints as a master inside of them, and then they will start building the liquid light membrane of their own vibration through a Taurus field within their chakra bodies, that will start spinning them into a Merkaba rotation, no longer the clockwise, anchoring the heaviness, the drawing in frequency. They will be spiraling in this Taurus field that's going to be moving inside all of their systems. And so they showed me just for a glance the other night, these strands, like how you have a balloon with this ribbon hanging down.
yeah.
They were these ribbons of strands of light equations, but they were kind of like an etheric energy, so you're not physically seeing it, but it was really integrating into the hearts and minds of all of those who are awakened, and now, like we just said, integrating, not just, oh, what was that, oh, I'm afraid, or oh, I think I'll like it, or I'd be a fence sitter. None of that is there anymore. It's like we're opening up the third eye and letting that strand of the higher, infinite intelligent frequency of our timelines enter.
Mm.
The aspect of the karma trauma timelines, it's done. We're in a 0 point now,
Yeah.
of spiraling into infinities of our own light intelligence.
Mm.
So it is a exciting time, and we just have to stay grounded. We really have to keep our feet on the ground. We really have to be in awareness that, hugging the body and pressing the hands together, that this is real. This is real. I am feeling this coming in. It's come on in. Like, I welcome you, but just this is real. This is real. My inside of the body doesn't look like what's going on the outside, because if anyone saw what was going on inside, they'd be dashing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just have to have that understanding that this is really cool. This is really like filling the cup, as Jesus would say, filling my cup, filling the new wine into new skins, because we pulled out everything. Our cellular memories are moving into electromagnetics of a higher intelligent frequency, and so we're ready to breathe in these strands of a higher consciousness,
Mm.
and it's very, very peaceful.
Yeah.
It's not invasive.
Mm.
It's not aggressive. That's a lowering consciousness. It's very peaceful. It's waking up in the morning and just feeling like there's something by your bedside that's gentle.
Mm.
It's your higher soul saying, "Come on, we're going for a ride. We're going on a journey. Get into this ship and let's go." That's for me. I'd like to hear how some other people are, but
Yeah,
but for
just
me, that's
please
where I'm
feel
at.
free to put in the comments, where you feel you're at, how you've been experiencing these new frequencies coming through. I mean, for me, I see them in myself and a number of other people that I work with as I call them like they're golden crystalline harp strands. That's the only way that I could describe it. It was like fine strands of a harp, and that was the kind of the vibration, the frequency of that beautiful kind of music, the sound vibration too, but they were coming down and through people. So yeah, it's lovely to kind of hear how other people kind of receive it as well, because it's all of a similar nature. It's just we're all built different. As I was saying yesterday, your magic is in your uniqueness. We're all going to feel things slightly differently. Not everybody's the same.
Well, a harp is such a beautiful symphony.
Mm.
Yeah, that's wonderful. You can see harps of, those just one strand of a harp would be beautiful to hear.
Absolutely. And I think because sort of spirit sort of talks to me in terms of we each have our divine harmonic. I think that's why I kind of get the imagery in kind of like sound and visual kind of interpretation as well. It is beautiful. It's absolutely there are no words to describe how just blessed you feel when you connect in with that vibration, those frequencies. And Carolyn is saying yes, that it's exactly how it feels, gentle, like a loving embrace. um do Nora's activation daily. Well, you can do.
To stay in the stillness and to stay in a higher gradation
Mm,
of of fifth dimension and beyond consciousness. Yeah.
mm. Tamara is saying that she's been experiencing difficulty in brain imbalance, and it affects physical imbalance. Um,
Brain imbalance, did you say?
Brain imbalance affects physical imbalance.
Right. So that's a good um, topic, just for a short topic there. It is really important that we are in full awareness that the right brain is moving into the higher telepathic and electromagnetic pulse of energies of a higher consciousness. It's crystallizing. The crystals are moving and activating, and the left brain is is holding on for dear life with the ego that, no, we're going to do it this way, we're going to listen this way, we're going to keep in this program of fear and uncertainty and unknowingness and being, you know really set type of thing, and not releasing those old paradigms, and so you get a wobble. You will definitely get a wobble. So when you start letting go of those programs and deep set thought forms that make you feel uneasy, unsettled, queasy, not grounded, or maybe really, really not in your body, those are all symptoms that you're not grounded inside your body, that you're not balanced of the higher frequencies that's coming in, and could be somewhat fear. I just want to get a quick message for her. She has a hidden self. Oh, there it goes. I just pulled the hidden self out. Yeah, she had a hidden self standing in the corner. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. Too high a frequency, too high. It's too high. I don't know what this is. And so we just had to remove that hidden self. It's a shadowing energy of the left brain, left heart, and is pulling the cord back down in the body instead of letting you freely receive the holy presence of your higher self. This happens a lot.
Mm. Yeah, she said that she felt that it was holding on and not in the body, and now tears, weeping.
Yeah, and that's because her inner child is crying in joy. Those are tears of joy. She's absolutely right. You want to have that happy tear saying, yes, I don't have those hidden selves that shadow me with fear.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Does anybody else want to make a comment? I'm aware of the time. Her throat is sore. Joy is saying, may I ask what is stopping me to be in my true self?
What is what?
What is stopping Joy from being in her true self?
That would be again a hidden self or a shadow self that is, and sometimes it's another timeline where there's a wall in that timeline where you're just set that you can't go beyond this, or you're going to be um, crucified or, or burned at the stake or any of those crazy things. And so what I am going to be doing is bringing in an activation that's going to be introducing you to these higher strands of the plasma frequencies, and loosening up those hidden selves and attachments to the karmic trauma timelines that is holding you basically chained to a wall, like you can't go any further. This is as far as you can go. The rope doesn't let you, like it's like a dog on the end of the chain. It can't go any further out of the yard. Those are those timelines that have kept you wrapped and bundled into this, 3D dimension of fear and lockdown energy. All of that is lifting on the planet, but you still have these programs in the cellular memory body, cellular memory mind, that is holding you, that you can't go over. You're looking out the door and going, oh, not going.
Yeah.
That's kind of the gist of it. But the activation is going to bring the higher soul, that is peeking through from the eclipse, into oneness with your inner child soul. They have to be united. So this higher soul essence of my higher self comes into my inner child of Nora self. And Nora's soul, Nora little girl, has to stand up and take the hand of that golden essence of a holy presence.
Yeah.
Many call this the I am. I just call it a higher intelligence or a higher essence of who I am, really am. And once you have that blendedness, then it's really that your inner soul child is looking after the body.
Yeah.
Like Nora's body, mind, and spirit is operating all the lungs, the heart, the systems, the
Mm.
thinking patterns, the breathing patterns, the operating patterns. This is the human body. But the higher soul is going to come in and teach through me, speak through me, create through me. And as it will for all others on the planet, to be in this high transitional, intelligent beings that we are. I don't know how that all came in from that one question, but
Actually, I think it also answers a couple of other people's questions, because Milena was asking how can she deactivate a starvation program in her system, and I think it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing with the transmission that will release those kind of shadow aspects. And also I kind of see it as we've all come in with baggage from previous lifetimes, and it's live energy that we're still directly connected into. So even though we don't have a memory of that lifetime, we have a memory of the trauma, the commands or whatever that we said, oh, I'm never doing that again, or whatever it was. They're all programmed and imprinted into this field. And so the kind of the transmuting is the releasing of all that, so that you are then free to kind of connect in without fear, without something kind of holding you down and saying, no, you can't expand any further, you can't, step into that which actually we all came here to step into, our truest, highest selves.
Yeah, you have your ancestor bloodline.
Yeah.
So it's not just your own hidden self and shadow self. Some people are really, following through on the ancestor bloodline that had a lot of curses, uh,
Yes.
and you know, matriarch, or however you call that, where you were very high ruler or you were a slave, because that's what your ancestors were.
Yeah.
Right? So, um, just wanted to mention in my own transformation, um, there was I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was almost like I had those corsets from a long, long time ago, like with the little eyelets where they really tightened and pulled it tight, but it was like eyelets of little hooks sort of thing. And I woke up and I couldn't breathe. My chest was really, it was tight on the top of my chest, like, it was like, "Holy cadoodle, what is happening here?" And it was so tight, and I didn't even have any blankets on, so obviously in this journey, I was thrashing away on the bed, and all the blankets are on the floor, and I was just like, "What the heck?" It was so tight, and I saw, as I asked, because it was right up to the collarbone sort of thing, and very tight across the back of the ribs and right down to the tailbone, like it went down on a V at the tailbone. And I was like, okay, whatever's here is not welcome, and this is also extremely tense and tight, and I can't breathe. Uh, and I just laid there very still, and I just came out of me, unleash me now.
Mm.
Unleash me now. And I said, unleash me now 3 times. And it was like, almost like someone must have came behind with a sword and like all those laces and
Yeah.
tightened. The whole thing popped off. And I was just like butterfly medicine, right?
Mm.
Everything was, my wings came out, my higher wings of my other timelines all burst out. And I thought, you know what? That's what happened to the planetary consciousness. They had their wings clamped down, they had their consciousness tied in, and I'm elevating at this heightened speed of heightened light consciousness that all the crystals are just bursting, bursting, bursting out of the cellular memory, out of the muscle tissues, and like the wings are just like. I wanted to share that story because it could happen to a lot of people.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And it can feel really real and physical. It can be a really physical experience. But in that place, not going into the fear of, oh, I can't breathe, but kind of, again, stepping into your sovereignty. And, it's like the calling in the law of sovereignty, the law of oneness. It's like, no, this gets to be unleashed. This gets
You
to
are
be.
always in control of your own energy. You are always control of your own mind. This is a journey. This is waking me up in the night. This is happening in the early morning, or this is happening in the daytime. It is strictly energy of consciousness.
Yeah.
You have to always be in complete awareness. This is just energy. It's an energy of consciousness. It has an intelligence. It's bringing in a timeline, or it's releasing something, but I'm in control. And you always are. And you are the master of your own ship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Milena says, oh my God, unleash me now. My whole body answered to this command.
There you go. Yes, I'm so happy to hear her say that she said, unleash me now, and she felt the wingtips coming up. Well, you'll just feel an expansion in the heart because your inner child is going to be fluttering with, I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to travel to the realms of who I really am. Yeah.
Absolutely. Carolyn's asking, do the energies have any information for the collective moving forward?
Yes. I'll have to do really quick, I guess. I'd love to do that. This is for this year. Does she want to know?
I presume so. I presume it's for this year. So, yes.
Indiano koyata tichi anamanayata chichiriyatirano. I am here. Yes, there will be a unification of the higher souls, blending, integrating, and yes, operating within the human form. And so that the grid systems will be networking in all quantum fields and all matrices of those stone structures, of those other temples, and the etheric temples will be all networking on this planet. There will be higher gradations of telepathics, teleportations, manifestations, prophesizing, synchronizing to all other human selves that are evolved into their higher selves within this year, and collaborations in 25 of more soul to higher soul reunions of networking of their grid systems to calibrate their gifts to share unto one another. It is a heightened reality that the soul of the inner human form must graduate into an elliptical ring of spirals of its higher soul light consciousness that has been waiting in the realms. And so on all of the eclipses, solstices, equinox, new moons, full moons, and yes, the gateways that this child has been embarked onto many times in differing portals on the planet will be dramatically, rapidly shifting the consciousness on this planet throughout this year. You are on your own mastery journeys now, children. The ship of fools is no longer. You are in a highest ship of reality that you are floating in. Not dream states. I'm talking about reality states, that your ships of reality are embracing you from those mastery timelines of grid systems that have been blanketed and are no longer. They are now crystalline vibrations of magnetics that is bathing the oceans, the deserts, the rock formations, and all planetary consciousness, beginning with man kingdom consciousness, and then four-legged, and of course, the mammals of the whales and dolphins will all be amplified into realities throughout this year, and most assuredly evolved into heightened networks by 2026. You who thought it was 2038 that this planetary consciousness would be in full evolvement, No, no, no. It is now 23rd day. How fascinating that you are evolving so rapidly and are connecting with all of us. Stay in your mastery realms of the ships of higher consciousness, that you are operating of your own soul and no longer following the ships of fools that is controlled by the dark. That is the word. I leave. Good thing we had that question come in, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to the collaboration. Tara says enough isolation already. Thank you. Okay, I want to, I know that Kate asked around, can you shed light around what she won't let go of around being able to allow her heart to open and self-love and self-belief, but I also want to share, before we go into the activation, Nora's special offer. So Nora is very generously offering a one-to-one session at a discounted rate. So Nora, do you want to speak a little bit towards what people can expect in a one-to-one session with you?
Yeah, this is a 1 hour session that I do through Zoom. And usually you're just bringing in anything where you have blocks or interruptive programs that are reoccurring, or you're stuck somewhere and you can't get out of a grid system where you want to advance or build upon a gift that you have or awaken a hidden gift. All of those is coming through me because I see inside the cellular molecular body what is holding you back, what is blocking you in timelines. And the infinite masters, I'm never really aware which one is coming in, but atomic masters have been coming in a lot lately and shape shifting the meridians in the body. So that's a 1 hour session, and it also brings in a prophetic vision. So if you have any questions on where you're going on your journey or what's happening in your life that is troubling you, it's also takes place. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, yeah, so I mean, it may be that, Nora can't, do everything that people need on an individual level in this conversation, but if you are interested in clearing out any blocks, getting yourself prepared, getting yourself in alignment to the highest level of consciousness that you can master in your own reality, then I would really highly recommend. I've had a couple of sessions with Nora now, and they've always been incredible because I love it. You never know what's going to come through. You never know the messages, the healing that's going to come through, but there's always been major shifts afterwards. Again, stepping up into that highest timeline.
Right. And what's happening right now, for pretty much all of the sessions that I've been doing since the latter part of last year, is there relivings of timelines. That is the biggest block. And so I will be going into and seeing that timeline, maybe in Scotland, maybe in Lemuria, maybe in Australia, in Africa. There are different timelines of where your hidden selves are in your body right now that are in that full on reliving. And that's blocking you. And you don't even know you have that dark karmic timeline in you, but it's there. Because what's surfacing right now out of a lot of people is the dark karmic timelines. And so most of the sessions usually comes out right off the bat. The person's telling me what's happening, and I'll hear 4 timelines or, 7 timelines. And I just scoop them all up in one swoop, and the masters pull all the threads of the cellular memory that's keeping that program of starvation. Or maybe you can't lose weight, it's because you were in a starvation situation where there was no food, so this time the body's still doing the same thing, right? So your metabolism's off. Bones that are aching for no reason. It's karmic timelines. So I find that most of that is the relivings of what's going on with the organs, the blood systems of the body. Yeah, we never know until I get inside and see it, and it's kind of like a, it's beyond a medical intuitive because I'm going into the Akashic record, I'm going into the timeline, and I'm walking back in time and clearing the actual episode that took place in the timeline.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I love is it's like getting to the root cause, but also, doing whatever is required to be done in that moment in one go. It's not like, oh, you do one and then
Oh,
one
it's gone.
you
We
do
can't
another. It's just like, and it's gone.
can't return it. No other frequency along the same line won't trigger it again. The frequency is gone.
Right. So
Oh,
yeah, absolutely amazing sessions, and Nora's graciously offering a discount on the session. So if you're interested, please go to the free gifts page, or go to the marketplace on www.mundanetomagicalliving.com, and that would be /free gifts and /marketplace, and you'll be able to access the details of Nora's free gift and Nora's special offer there. So, yeah, Melina says, dark timelines, gone, gone, gone.
they are
Absolutely.
absolutely, they're zapped. They have, they are zapped. We have already the time factor here. I'm going to have to do this activation for. Is it okay to go till 2:30 with everybody?
Yeah, well, it's being recorded, so if people need to kind of, jump out for whatever reason, the replay will be available instantly because it's live streaming. So I think the activation is super important. So I'm happy for you to kind of not condense it and just do the whole thing. But we will crack on with the activation now. So everybody get ready.
Close your eyes, find a comfortable spot, and I'm just going to bring in the masters now to empower the essence. So we need to just bring in a higher state of this reality consciousness that I want to bring in right now. And I do that by bringing in the stillness. Just get your feet nicely anchored on the ground, or if you're laying down or sitting in a chair, just have your root chakra and back of the heart chakra nicely relaxed into the chair. And I'm bringing in the stillness. We're going to bring in the infinite masters who work with me, the star elders. Yeah, body, it's just, you don't know. I'm asking them to come in a little bit closer to assist in creating this oneness activation of plasma energies of light crystals to form around each and every one of you. You don't know how hot it is. I'm asking for the 12th dimensional energies to flow around all to build peaceful, radiant light. Listen to these purest crystal light droplets arriving from the beyond upon you. You should know by that yet. Just allow your body, mind, and spirit to relax and to receive as you listen. And breathe in these illuminating energies of mastery that is building a column of light, of protection around you. It's going to completely surround you, support you, and accelerate you during this activation. Bring in your own spirit guides and allow these masters to sweep, cleanse, and purify your aura fields and all the thought forms of the mind from our conversations to be lifted. I'm calling in the telepathic chords of a higher light intelligence of light to pulse an electromagnetic frequency upon all crown chakras. Breathe it in. Breathe it into your inner mind's eyes, seeing the silver telepathic cord of light crystals in plasma light particles flowing inside your inner mind's eye, down into your heart of plasma light particles, connecting you. You are breathing in this light, and you are integrating these light energies into your quantum matrix fields around you. All is tuning and toning these higher tones and ringing in the ears, synchronizing and harmonizing, clearing all emotional bodies, mental bodies, trapped in, locked in energies in the spinal columns is being unleashed. Relax the shoulders, relax the elbows, relax the hips. All is unleashing. These plasma frequencies of electromagnetic light intelligences of diamond crystals moving around you are transmitting light intelligences into all of the chakra portals of the body. Elaborately weaving are these light telepathic strands, building a crystalline grid system around you, yet connecting and communicating telepathically within you. You are simply relaxing and knowing old karma, old drama, old energies, old locked in, blocked in, hidden selves, shadow selves are being ushered out of the body and into crystalline webs of light that are ringing vibrational tones and symphonies in the networks around your matrix fields. Feel these spectrums of plasma frequencies sparking your pineal crystals inside the inner mind's eye, bursting out of the crown chakra are these sparks of light. Yes, you don't know a crystalline Taurus field is surrounding your body. Inside your quantum matrix grid systems of multi-dimensions that you are attracting since bursting out those diamond crystals out of the crown. Breathe in the spectrums of light plasmic particles that is arriving, that is attracted to your sonar grid system around you now. I am seeing their Taurus fields accelerating underneath their feet, around their bodies. These are heightened levels of consciousness that is coming in from the beyond into their Taurus fields of quantum matrix intelligences. Many grid systems, many sacred geometric patterns are building, creating around them in this Taurus field. It is becoming massive around each child, and it is calling in your soulite being. What did you know? Rings within rings, spheres within spheres, strands within strands of grid systems of crystallite consciousness, elaborately networking around you in a massive, unified force field of light. You are in the middle. You are holding the gracefulness of your inner child consciousness. While this vibration of peacefulness, of freedom, of harmonics is building and empowering your Taurus fields in forces of plasma light intelligences, expanding around you. Synchronize as you visualize. Harmonize as you breathe it in to your hearts, to your minds. Of all that is being created around you. With this soul light intelligence reading you, meeting you, realigning you. Your own master spirit guide has arrived beside you on the right. Just acknowledge the essence of a presence that is here to support you, purify you, direct you into more grid systems of your mastery timelines when you are ready. Not today, but when you are ready. You don't know why they should know all master spirit guides, all gatekeepers, record keepers, wisdom keepers. You don't know, I welcome you into their corridors of their journeys of time that will be evolving, unraveling before them in these new grid systems of crystalline geometric matrices that we are building and co-creating into reality. Unleash those bindings on the wrists and ankles that I saw on some. Unhinge those locks and blocks in the back of the heart. Breathe in your essence now of the sacred stillness as it arrives. You are reclaiming, reconnecting to the higher source of all of your soul light powers, of light intelligences. Breathe it into all systems of the body. Your body should all breathe it into the blood system, to all the organs and organisms. Shimmering light. Purifying, washing old threads of old energies out of the body now to new essences of new crystalline, pristine diamond frequencies in every atom, in every cell, in every tissue, bone, muscle, organ, and blood systems to be peacefully illuminating of a beautiful light essence inside you. Body should I visualize now that you are creating a shimmering diamond hologram of light around you for protection. Of this new silhouette of a crystalline light, liquid form inside you. This beautiful diamond hologram of light is moving slowly, very slowly around you in the counter Merkaba rotation. as it is connecting to all the plasma energies of spectrums of light. That is building and flowing around you. Connecting you to higher dimensional grid systems. Flowing in and out of your own quantum matrix fields are these networks. Coming to know your spirit of who you are. Gathering in beautiful, peaceful energies to greet and meet your soul light essence that's flowing in these etheric grid systems around you. It was your soul light essence that was standing beside you. What is it that you see with your inner mind's eye? Breathe it in. Receive more of the love, the light, and the divine essence of this higher soul that you are breathing in. It is supporting you, transitioning your consciousness into a soul light body, soul light mind, soul light being. Feel the love pouring inside your inner heart. Inner child is receiving this incredible energy of peace. Just allow that inner child in you to call out. Show me a sign that you are here within me. I need to know a word or an essence that I am your vibration of light. To know that I am truly connected in this love of my master soul light, conscious body, conscious mind, conscious being. I need to know that I am in oneness. Bodil shodo kobandenda hadin shitchino. I'm here, child. It is the wisdom that you seek and the grace of your heart that you feel is your own connection and communication. Of your soul light vibration. Feel this immense, peaceful energy shifting your state of consciousness within you. Integrate this beautiful peacefulness and wisdom of knowing you are fully connected to that mastery presence beside you, within you. Breathe it in. Feel the love. You are surrounded by this massive diamond crystalline plasma structure. Is your Merkaba vehicle in a hologram of light. Listen and feel your I am presence of peaceful light consciousness expanding inside you as you are integrating this oneness into your inner child to be the soul light presence now. Just feel this divine luminous beauty, beautiful energy flowing inside and outside you now. You are illuminating and creating a liquid light membrane of your soul light consciousness. It's flowing inside your entire body. In every cell of your being is of love, light, and peace. You are seeing and knowing that you are transmitting this illumination of light plasma frequencies in spectrums of hues in this membrane inside you, but now transmitting outside and around your entire soul light body, that you are now a soul light being. Inside and outside, above and below. Soul light essence, soul light presence. Just experience how you feel right now of this higher consciousness. Knowing you are ready to receive more divine light wisdom and directions from this diamond grid system around you. It's going to be attracting and creating your mastery timelines to direct and guide you. Listen to the stillness. Breathe in the essence of the divine presence of love around you, within you. That is your true gateway to your divine soul-like consciousness that you just created and breathed in. What are you sensing and feeling now? What are you seeing within your inner mind and holding within your inner heart of your higher soul to your inner soul, body, and mind? High, beautiful harmonics of light, of a multidimensional consciousness gathered into oneness inside you now. Yeah, what in Bahad, and I am asking for my infinite masters and these highest strands of silver white light intelligences to co-create the magnificent diamond crystal of a holographic field of multidimensional universes into the divine soul-light membrane of new memories of light intelligences to be inside their diamond light hologram. The diamond crystal energy to be inside their membrane. To allow them to flow into the crystalline diamond consciousness that will connect and blend, shift and integrate them each day now. I am seeing that all is transitioning and connecting and integrating into more of their soul light membrane of this higher consciousness grid system. It is that each child will trust their being of their inner soul child is in absolute perfection, and that they are receiving and believing this essence of their own I am is the soul light reality consciousness. Deep breath in, slow breath out. And gently touch the energy fields around you with your hands. Feel the magnetics of your diamond grid systems. And listen with your inner mind of your higher soul light mind. As you are listening with your higher soul mind, what does it feel like inside you? And can you see the light of your soul light grid system within you, around you, above and way beyond you? What does that look like? Now ask your soul light consciousness grid system to come in stronger around you. And that more aspects of your higher soul timelines will begin elevating and changing you. Your body just feel your own frequency of love and light and intelligence that you're receiving in this quietness of the stillness. As you are integrating your soul light essence. Breathe in that unique sound, tone, or sacred geometry, symbol, or light that you see. This is your connection. This is your communicative vibration. So I want you to tap into it once more. Listen and feel as you breathe it in. Breathe in the sounds, the symbols, the geometries. See the sparks of light that's creating the signature of who you are. Become one with it as you breathe it in. Harmonize to all that you are seeing and feeling and becoming. The diamond light plasma frequencies are moving inside your mind and heart. And you are sacredly becoming this new reality consciousness. Let it flow in every part of your body. You are breathing in these beautiful energies of light, of diamond crystal frequencies, of your diamond light membrane. And you are feeling the lightness within your body, the purity of your mind. And the peacefulness around all of us is so gentle, so caring, and healing. And we believe and we trust and we honor who we are now of our soul light body, soul light mind, soul light heartbeat. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Just want you to become aware of your feet that are still nicely anchored on the floor. And just roll your feet around a little bit as you feel yourself moving back into your body. Start becoming aware of the room around you. And bring yourself back into this now moment. Just move your hands together in prayer formation in front of you and press your hands against the upper heart. Wiggle your toes and open your eyes. And just know that you have the connection of this vast universe beyond this planet that is transmitting and co-creating more grid systems in this field around you. And here you are, a speck of a human form, yet connected to this vastness of this massive diamond formation and as many facets of sacred geometric hues and grid systems of all that you are, and co-creating for the next few years. And all the journeys that you will be seeking and retrieving will be directed and guided by this soul essence that is right beside you in any now moment that you wish to breathe it in. We are in oneness with one another, and we are in telepathic waveforms of a higher vibration of light. And you probably right now feel the third eye and the forehead open like a flashlight, because the crystals are so unified into oneness of all the crystal timelines and grid systems of your soul, your soul light dimensions, fully connected. And you probably will have days where your ears feel like you're plugged, like underwater, or you feel like you have a headband going around this part of the head this way. And that's okay. It just means you're being bumped up a notch and you're on a journey while you're operating in your 3D body. But remember, when we start breathing and building the crystalline membrane of our liquid light body, we're becoming lighter. So we need to stay anchored. We need to stay balanced. And we need to be in absolute awareness that you are in control through your higher soul intelligent vibrational consciousness. It's a fascinating journey, wasn't it? I see the comments of how beautiful the people had in their journey, and perhaps how exciting the essence of what they saw was. And I'm sure when you have it again, the second time around, you will be able to go much deeper. Because like any of my journeys and activations, which some of my students would probably share, is that the first time around, you're kind of, you're in awe, you're on the ride for the first time. So the second time you're prepared for that roller coaster, that winding around the corner of meeting a master, right? So you do usually want to listen to the replay 2 or 3 times and to integrate and just come into mastery on this beautiful intelligence of love and peace. And you're just letting it all go, and you have a sense of a deeper knowing that you really are connected, and that you have um, an honoring for yourself, a gracefulness. That's why the master came in and said, that is the wisdom that you seek and the grace and gratitude that you will honor. That master was very, very gentle, but his words are very powerful, because when you become aligned into your own soul light presence of a master being, and you realize that it's going to take you into these different dimensions of time and teach you and guide you, you're not in your 3D mind anymore. You're not searching for all these other signature teachers, because you're wanting to follow your journey, and you're wanting to become oneness with the love and light of who you are. Yeah, it just opens the aspect of reality. You know, you don't have fear. You just don't have any fear. You just don't have any negative thought forms. All of that stuff just kind of starts dissolving. It's like the sweater in the closet. Ah, it's wait, I wore that back in the, you know, you don't, it's not even there anymore. Those thought forms, those programs, they're just dissolving and dissolving as your layers of higher consciousness become stronger in you, that those ones just keep dissolving, dissolving, dissolving. And I found, like, even some of my own fears on a 3D level of Nora, my own fears of getting in and out of an elevator per se, um, was just like I went in, went out. Oh, I forgot something. Oh, got to go back up and get out. And it was like not till later on that. And I was, wait, the heck? What the heck was I doing? I went in and out of that bloody elevator 3 times, and I didn't even have a shiver or a shake. Went, wow, I like this guy. You can come in anytime. That's my shaman, man. He's coming on in. Let's go. Let's do another round. So, then someone calls me the next day and they want me to come visit them for lunch. I went, no, 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 it's too soon. That person lives on the 23rd floor, just a little bit too soon.
Oh,
So you gotta marvel at the humor that these masters have. You know, it's like, oh, you like the elevator, eh? I'll give you another one. I'll give you a lunch, and we're in the elevator a lot longer.
Tara's asked, if I feel so moved, please ask Zoom to give us our emojis back. I have no idea what you mean.
Can you say that again?
They're asking if I can ask Zoom to give emojis back. I didn't even know
What about
to have
what?
emojis. Oh, I don't know. That's a technological thing. I don't know about the
What do
technology.
you want to throw balloons up or something? Probably
Oh, I
happy
see.
faces, or happy faces, or sometimes you have the harps going and the wings. That's okay. I feel your love anyways. Whoever was saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see your wings. No, it was incredible. I had a lot of whale song coming through. It was beautiful. It's just I had these waves of liquid light come in, and then all of a sudden this beautiful waves whale song came through. So it's just
That's nice, because the cetaceans were obviously working in your grid systems with you, so they want to keep you in that higher sonar. frequency. So that's just telling me that you're really tapped into the sonar waves, which is where we really want to go to build the telepathic communication, because these electromagnetics and sonar waves is how we communicate, not through words. In this one essence.
Absolutely. Wow. I can imagine that everybody is still kind of in a way out there connected into that amazing field of energy. And so we're going to close this call. I mean, it has been a long one, but I think you can all appreciate that rather than condensing the activation down, it was well worth us allowing the activation to be as deep as it needed to be. And I felt very called and drawn to have that as really the main focus of this conversation, as it were.
Well, thank you for letting me have the whole activation, and even though we were running out of time with all the sharing and the questioning, I was like, "Nope, the masters wanna do the full activation with everyone," so I'm glad that it was okay for you too, to let me take take the time today and share with everyone to get to know me with all the questions and everything at the beginning. And we didn't run out of time. We didn't run out of space because we got the universe.
As the call said yesterday, we're moving into limitless potentiality field. You know, it's
We're abundance now.
yeah, blinkers are off. There's no longer this limited kind of view of what's possible. Everything is possible, and everything really is perfect. And that, for me, I don't have themes for the summits like a number of summits do. For me, it is the perfect speaker bringing the perfect transmission or message to the perfect audience. And so, you know, the field is open, and we go until it feels as if it's come to a close.
Well,
So yeah,
thank you.
no problem at all. And really this, you know, this is part of my service work to spread and share the incredible high vibrational speakers and, you know, the infinite masters, and so that we can as a collective, you know, step fully into our mastery, because that's what it's all about. That's partly my role, that's your role. It, you know, it's, but I'm here as a provider of space, a facilitator, a networker for amazing high vibrational people to bring through the high vibrational energies that they're tapped into, and share it, because that's what it's all about. It's all about sharing, so that
Doing
we
a
go on a
wonderful job of gathering the right speakers and the right topics, I guess you'd say. When you're bringing in these different seasons, they are definitely in alignment for what's going on. So thank you so much, and also for everyone, thank you for being here with me today. And please do the replay of this and the activation, even if you just take the part of the activation and record it on your phone and just have that activation, listen to the activation and keep soaring and just keep the love flowing through you and around you. Thank you so
absolutely.
much for having me.
No, it's as always, Nora, it's an absolute joy, a pleasure, and an honor to have you on the show. So you're welcome, most welcome at any time. What I might do, I will definitely put on the full conversation video replay the time that the activation starts, so people can kind of fast forward. But what
Okay.
I also might do is cut out the audio of the activation itself and put that up as a separate entity, so that people can just connect straight into the activation if they're, you know, listening on replay. Because again, do as you're guided to do. You know, listen in as many times as you're guided to. I live my life in that way. I get guided to do something and I do it. So, you know, the replays will be there. They're there for as long as YouTube exists, and whatever platform exists beyond that, they will be there. So enjoy and take from them what you are ready to receive, and also what you want to take from them as well. Wow. Oh, my heart field is so expanded right now. So thank you so much for everybody who joined us live. blessings to everybody who joins us in the replay or in etheric space whenever you connect in with this conversation. So much love to you all. Honestly, my heart is so full of love and joy at the minute. And yeah, may you all experience the energy of the whales as well through me. Tomorrow we have another beautiful conversation with the amazing Peter Tong, another wonderful returning speaker who will be talking of the shift of ages. So again, absolute synchronicity with the talks and the conversations this summit, as always. So I'm really looking forward to that. So if as many of you can join us live tomorrow at the same time, 10 o'clock PST, 1 o'clock Eastern, and 10 o'clock British summer time, I would love to share space with you all again then.
Okay, lots of love to you, Louise. Thank you.
Nora's special offer will be on the free gifts page, as well as the marketplace page on the Mundane to Magical Summit. I will put the link on the end of this video on the edited version, so please feel free to go there, connect in, and if you feel aligned, book in a session with Nora. It's incredible. You've had a taster now with this activation, but on a one-to-one level, it's beyond words. So. So much love to you all. So much love to you, Nora. I'm going to close this so that I can get editing and get it out. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care, my lovelies. Bye.
Bye.